Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to do some custom trader work, how to add stuff to your traders. Some of you like militarized servers, I'm going to show you how to do that. And if time permits, I'm going to do some, add the vehicles to the custom spawner, the dynamic spawner. Otherwise I'll probably do it in a follow-up video. I don't want to get too long here. This is 8:37. Try to keep her not too long. So in DayZ 1.0.6, the config traders were standardized. The database traders are no longer used as default. The support, I guess, is still there. You could turn them back on, but you lose some functionality with the config traders. You also lose performance. The config traders work better rather than having the server, extract data from the database every time. It's just scripted. So let's open the DayZ servers folder, and what you have to do is pull the config trade. If you want to make edits to the config traders, you have to pull them to the mission side. The traders are built into this DayZ code signed PBO in Epoch admin, or Epoch client files. So you can't edit the ones that are in here. You have to pull them. So we're going to extract that DayZ code PBO. Open the DayZ code folder that you extracted, and you're going to go into configs and then config server trader, and this is where you see the two files that you, this is a folder full of files, but you need this folder and you need this config server trader.hpp. Those are what you need to modify your traders. So let's open up another folder here. So we're in here, over here, this is here, but we're going to go into MP missions, and we're working in Epoch, not Overpoch. So extract your Epoch PBO. If you're using a server hoster or something like that, this may be called something different, but you want to extract your PBO, whatever your PBO is named, your mission PBO. Okay, so let's go into here, and if I have a backup folder here, and once you've extracted your PBO, grab this working PBO that's error-free and stick it in here. We're going to make our edits in this folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a recreation of this directory. You don't have to do it this way. This is just best practice. So I'm going to make a folder over here in my mission PBO called DayZ code, and I've shown this in other videos as well. Why it's done this way. This is the DayZ code PBO. When it's extracted to a folder, you just recreate it over here. So I'm going to open that DayZ code, open this DayZ code. You got a configs folder in here, and we want to grab, or we want to make a folder over here called configs as well. So whatever's over here you want to make over here. So open up configs, and you want this config server trader. You just right click on it, drag it over into this configs folder, and copy here. So now that's in there. And you do the same thing with loot. If you want to do custom loot tables, there's your loot tables right there. Everything you need is in here. I'll probably do that in a different video, show you how to customize your loot tables. For now, we're going to do traders. Okay, so we got that over there. We can delete this. Wait, do we want to? We also need this right here, server traders, because we're going to do some custom classes and stuff in here. So you can see that there's nothing in here though. The original one had all kinds of shit in here. This one is just pointing to a position in DayZ code PBO, and we want this file right here. The old like 1051 used to just have the original copy with all the shit in here, the original server traders, but they've done this here for optimization, so it's less load on less download from the server. It's just built into Epoch now. But we want to browse to this directory right here. So we go into DayZ code, we go into system, and we go into mission, server traders, and we want shinaris11.sqf. That one right there. And if you open this up, this is all the trader stuff. This is the way it used to look in 1051. This is the original file that's just been integrated now into the Epoch client files. So what I want to do here is I'm going to make a copy on my desktop right here above it. Okay. And instead of pointing to this one that's in the PBO, instead of pointing to, you can actually delete that one now. Delete that folder. Your PBO is still there, so you won't get any errors because it's still working. This file is going to replace this file. You could have, gone in here and done those directories and redirected there. But this hot fix right now, this won't be in 1.0.6.2. This is just fixing an error in the system. But there's a file that looks for this, and so you want to recreate this. But this one here is pointing to this one that was in the. So what we want to do is delete this one. Notice what it's called: server_traders.sqf. We're going to delete that one. Pull this one over, and we're gonna, I didn't want to copy it, I wanted to move it, so move it over. We're gonna rename this server_traders.sqf. So we just replaced the file with the one that was in the DayZ code PBO. We're gonna make edits to this. That's why we want this over here. So just do exactly as I did it there. Okay, so that's, now you need to go into description.ext and redirect where that config server traders folder was, and all we're going to do is get rid of this PBO prefix, just like that. So now you're referencing the folder that's on the mission side. You're not going into the PBO anymore. You're going to save that. So now these are our new traders. And they're ready to be customized. Go in here. This is just a list of files that are inside this category folder. You saw this when I did the ZSC install. How we pulled that over, the custom ones, because they have coins in there now instead of or the single currency instead of the silver and gold bars. So that's what that was referencing in this file right here is the one you were pointing to in description.ext. It's just loading all of this shit, these configs. Let me show you a couple things in here. We will be making edits to stuff like this bandit helicopter. You see that there's class names in here. There's a class number. This number right here, 512, that corresponds to what's in this. Move this over. Okay, so 512, category 512. Where's bandit vendor? There's bandit trader right here. 512, unarmed helicopter, armed. That's all this is. It's just referencing that number, 512. So all of these different categories have numbers attached to them. So we're going to be making edits to that. Let's go into You notice that there's Bandit. This one is brand new to Epoch in 106, so it doesn't say friendly or neutral. But you got Bandit, you got friendly, hero, neutral. Let me open this up again. These trader categories, you can see this one says hero. That's which, you know, it says hero vendor up here, but this is what this is in FN self actions. There's a well, what do you call it? A filter, I guess. You have to have 5,000 humanity to talk to a hero trader. You can change that in FN self actions if you want, but we're not doing that in this video. But this is hero, which means, you know, you have to have 5,000 humanity to talk to this trader. This one is friendly, which I think it's, what is it, above 2,000? No. Above negative 2,000? Let's go see. So again, everything is in DayZ code. I'm going to extract this. And we're going to go to compile FN self actions. Where's that? Right there. So edit this. We're not going to change anything here. We're just going to look at, yeah, trader again. Here you see friendly, hostile, and hero. Neutral doesn't have anything. Anybody can trade it, but it's based on humanity. You see this here? Player get variable humanity, and if your humanity is what is this, less than? What does this say? Humanity logic false. Greater than negative 5,000. I think that means that's kind of the opposite. This is greater than this way. Okay, so hero, you see, is greater than, if you have humanity that's more than 5,000, you can talk to the hero trader. If you have humanity that is less than negative 5,000, you can talk to the bandit trader. So friendly means that you're not a bandit, essentially. You're a survivor or a hero. You see that? So if you're negative 4,999 or above, then you can talk to the friendly. You're just not a bandit. That's what friendly means. So there's friendly traders, there's hero, there's neutral, and then there was the bandit, hostile they call it. Where's hostile? Did I pass it? Where's hostile? Hostile's right here. That's your bandit vendor. So you can make any of these traders anything you want. What I've noticed a trend though, most of the servers I've been on, friendly is replaced with neutral, because I think friendly is all that clan. If you notice the map, or you know, whatever map you're on, the black circles like Starry and Bash, those are neutral, but the clan has a green circle, which means friendly. So clan is a friendly trader. And I think that initially was to separate players based on humanity. You know, East Coast, east side of the map was for heroes and friendly, you know, survivors, and then the west side of the map, what, you know, like Bash and the Bandit were on the west side, and then in the middle you have Starry, which is neutral. And I think that was just for geographical separation purposes, but you know, I'm not sure. But anyways, that's how that works. If you want to change these friendly traders to neutral, you can do that. Let's take a look at these again. So friendly assault rifle has all of these categories. It was a 485, and you notice that down here there's 615. That's just a duplicate of 485. So whatever edits you do in here apply to here. And this was simplified by the Epoch devs just to make this easier to do. So friendly assault rifle. Let's go down to neutral assault rifle. Neutral assault rifle. And you notice it's just duplicates of 485. So you only have to edit one class, and it applies to the rest of these. I did some custom traders for Overpoch where I just got rid of all this shit. I didn't even have friendly. Everything was just neutral. So there was only 3. There was hero, neutral, and bandit. I just got rid of all this shit and just customized these and then called them neutral. But we're going to stick with the format here. And I did show you bandit helicopter armed, right? So there's class 512. And the hero, what the hell is hero? Hero helicopter armed is just a duplicate. Oh, no, that's actually by itself. Okay, good. Did they duplicate anything in here? Yeah, hero military armed is a duplicate. So if you want hero and bandit to have separate stuff, like maybe you want to charge bandits more, then you would flesh this class out. You would get rid of this duplicate and you would start fleshing this out with class names of stuff and put your individual prices in there. But let's just keep it simple here for this demo. And let me show you where to find class. So basically the reason I'm doing this here is to show you how to essentially just add stuff to your traders, and also a lot of people like militarized servers. I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to open my browser here. And I made a folder here called Arma DayZ. It's got just Arma DayZ stuff. So here I've got a link for vehicles. These are Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead vehicles, and it also contains the vehicles for the British Assault Forces and the private military company downloadable content. So you can see here, you got tanks, and these are the class names right here. Heavily armored, 850, so, you know, you can see the armor levels on here. M1A1 is, I think, is the toughest. Well, the warrior tank also has 850. But these are the class names you're going to need to add to your traders for vehicles. Some of these you recognize, they are in game, like this. But some of them may have an underscore DZE behind them. And all what happened there is that the Epoch devs, like this one right here, you've seen plenty, the GPK Humvee. There's a DZE model. It's underscore DZE. Now what happened there is they took this vehicle model, you know, with that class name, they imported it into the into DayZ Epoch, and they modified the configs on it. They removed the ammo, so when the vehicle spawns, there's no ammo in it, so you got to go find ammo in those little boxes, or some people put it in the traders, but you can find the ammo in those little boxes. And that was the intended purpose was for it. Make it more survivory, that you would have to go find the ammo. So they just modified the configs. Some of these vehicles, I think they also changed the you know, the levels of loot, not loot, but cargo that you could hold. You know, your magazine slots, your weapon slots, and your backpack slots. They may have changed some of that. But since we're doing a militarized server, we're going to use these class names. So these are all the land vehicles. You know, some of these are ATVs, you know, PMC armored Humvee, or I mean SUV. Here's the air stuff, helicopters, planes, and then a Sea Fox. So let's go and edit. Let's start with these aircraft. Now, there's no runway at Bandit or Hero, so you're not going to do planes. You're just going to do these helicopters. Let's put some of this cool shit in here. And a word of warning, these weapons that are on here, some of them you will get kicked by BattleEye. And I'll show you how to do BattleEye filters, you know, how to add exceptions so that you don't get kicked for firing these weapons, you know, like the rockets and missiles and shit. Okay, so let's go into Bandit Helicopter Armed. And what about Hero Helicopter Armed? Is that a duplicate? It is not a duplicate. So everything we do in Bandit we'll do here. We could add that as a duplicate. Let's see. Let's check how that's done. You see how it just says duplicate 569 here? That's just referring to the Bandit category, the same number. So what is the, let's just do that to the Hero just to make this simple. Bandit Hero Helicopter Armed is category 512. So let's just copy the code over. That was Hero Helicopter Armed. And let's paste this down here real quick. And let's go in and get that code for that duplicate stuff. Edit that. So I want this. Because I want the same stuff in the Hero Traders, the Bandit. If you want to have individual prices and stuff, this is the way it should look. Each one should have a list like this. But I'm going to clear that out. I'm going to put this, and I'm going to change this to 512. So that's how you do the duplicates. Save that. Let me make sure I did that right. Yeah, let's just put the duplicate in there. Did I have a semicolon behind it? Let me make sure I did that. I do. Okay, good. So that's how you do duplicates. Alright, so Bandit Helicopter Armed will also be the same as Hero Helicopter Armed. We're just going to make them the same. So I'm just going to add, what I'm going to do is I'll just use one of these as a template. These are all sold in briefcases. So let's just grab this as a template. I'm just going to select all this right here from class down to this close bracket with the semicolon. Control C. I'm going to leave my cursor there, hit enter, paste it, and I'm just going to type this. This is the class name for the CH-53. Replace that with this class name over here for this, what do you call this? AH-64D Apache? Is that, yeah, it's Apache. So AH-64D underscore, I'm typing it exactly, capital letters and all. So D underscore EP1. And let's make these expensive because they're really OP. So you can set your own prices here. Let's go 10 briefcases and you can sell them for, you know, you want to go with the 50% rule, we'll go with 5 briefcases. You know, you want to go with the 30% rule, go with 3 briefcases. Whatever kind of rule you want to set there. Let's just go with 50% rule. Buy for 10 briefcases, sell for 5. Okay. Let's do another one. So I'm just going to, remember I still have this copied. So I'm going to paste that. Class name. Let me back that up. So now I have that. What did I do? Okay, so I pasted it in the wrong spot. I want it there. Make the formatting similar, okay? Let's add, you could add this one here, the BAF Apache. It's the exact same copy. This is the one that's in Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead. This is the one that was in the British Armed Forces downloadable content. I think they're the exact same helicopter. So there's no use putting it in there twice. That's redundant. This is already in game, except you know, the DayZ version is in game. This one here will come loaded with ammo. So here you have the DayZ one. This is the exact same helicopter as this. It just has DayZ in the end. They've imported this helicopter and changed the configs on it so that it spawns empty with ammo, no ammo in it. And they may have changed the cargo, how much gear you can store in it. But if you wanted to replace the DayZ one with this one so it spawns with ammo, you could do that. You could also add this one. Let's just do this. I'm going to copy this. Paste that in there. Now you have the one that spawns ammo, and you may want to increase the price. So instead of 2 briefcases for the one with the ammo, you call it 3 briefcases. Okay? And you can sell that for 1. Yeah. There's also this thing where you can so in a briefcase there's 10 ounce golds, right? So here, so you multiply that, you got 3 briefcases, which is 30 10-ounce gold. So if you wanted to follow the 50% rule, you could do that. All you would need to do is put 15 here, and then go in and find, let's go to bandit weapons, item gold bar 10 ounce. You see how there's item gold bar 10 ounce, and there's item gold bar, some of these other ones have silver bars, but I'm going to copy this item gold bar 10 ounce, and I'm going to change this briefcase to that. Okay, so now you're following the 50% rule. Instead of a briefcase, you're getting 15 item gold bar 10 ounce. Remember, 10 in each briefcase there's 10 10-ounce golds. So multiply that by 3, you got 30. So we're just going to get, and when we sell this, we'll get 15 item gold bar 10 ounce. You can do it that way. It works. Let's keep going here. Let's keep adding vehicles. What am I doing here? Okay, so enter, paste. Whoop, I copied something new, didn't I? Let's go with, let's keep doing this CH53 because I like the price there. You can copy any of these, but yeah. So there, I got another one. Let's add another vehicle. This is the one, the little bird with the miniguns, but this one also has missiles, and I think it has hydras on it. So there's another one that's underscore DayZ, which is the DayZ vanilla model, and that has the hydras removed. But if you wanted the one with the hydras, you could add that. Let's take a look at some of these other ones. This is just a big old list. Here's the Mi-24D. That's a cool helicopter. Let's get that. Okay, we're going to add that in there. Just change the class name to that. And that's also a pretty OP helicopter, but not as OP as this, I don't think. So I'll make that 8 briefcases and then sell that for 50%. 4. Okay, now you got a jet there. Add in whatever you want, just like I've been doing here. Here's a Wildcat. That's a B. Okay, here's a KA-60. This one has the grenade launcher in the window over here. This one doesn't. You can add that one. Copy this. Okay, and I'm going to add this one. And that is it, you guys. Let's change this. This isn't quite as OP. So there you got 7 briefcases. You can do the 50% rule. What is that, 70? So you get 35, you know, if you wanted to do it like that, you could do it. I wouldn't bother. I think there's a combine gold thing in the... you can even do gems in here. You could sell for gems. I'm not going to go over that in this video, but you can... Some of this stuff automatically gets converted to gems, but I'm not going to piss around with that in this video. Let's save this. This is all I'm going to put in here. You can add as much shit as you want. You know, go and find other class names, you know. But let's save that. So that we're done with that one. Let's go to... Here we go. Now I'm going to make... Here's a very custom thing to do. I'm going to make a new HPP and call it tanks. Bandit. We'll call it bandit tanks, and then we'll have a hero tanks as well. But let me just open up Notepad++, a blank copy, and I'm going to do... Now here's where you got to be careful, because let's go ahead and open up our server traders. I'm just going to have this open. I'm not going to make any edits yet. Let's go back in here. Category. Okay, now you see all these numbers here. They're unique. You have to, if you're going to make a new HPP file for a config, then you have to make sure that your class name is unique. Okay? So let's find one that's unique. Let's just go ahead, and they can be anything you want. You could, you know, 690. Let's just go with 700. Let's see. Control F. I'm going to search for 700. Find next. There is no instance of 700, so we can use that. So I'm going to go to File, New, and I'm going to copy over. We're just going to use this as a template now. So we need to have it look like this, right? But we're going to change this to 700, and then make sure that you have another bracket there that closes, the squiggly bracket, whatever those are called, and a semicolon. So if I didn't have that there, then you see it's red there. It's, well, that doesn't matter, but you need to close out this class. I'm sorry, semicolon, right? And let's put your cursor inside there, hit enter a couple times to give yourself some space here. And we're going to start adding these tanks. So I'm going to use this as a template. I'm going to use this one here because I had 10 briefcases. I'm going to make all of these. You could have them 20 briefcases because they've changed the way trading works now in Epoch, where you can, it'll pull briefcases from your backpack. So let's do that. Okay, I'm just going to use this as a template. So I just copied all this shit. And I'm going to start, let's see, how does this work? Okay, so there's a tab there. So let's do a tab here, and let's paste that. Yeah, so now I got my tab in there. You notice this doesn't have the syntax highlighting. This one you see is purple, and these are orange. It doesn't do that until you save the file. So we're using this as a template. I'm going to make these tanks are OP as fuck, so especially this one, this M1A1. I'm going to make that 20 briefcases, and you can sell that for 10. And I'm going to grab this right here. And there's two different versions of this. There's a Tusk and there's that one. I can't remember what the name was. One of them has a heavy machine gun on the roof and one doesn't, maybe? Something like that. There's that. So let's grab this again. Okay, and let's put this one in there. Okay, so now you got both of those M1A1s. And we can do the T72. Let's grab this. T72 TKEP1. Okay, and these aren't quite as OP as the M1A1, so let's make this 15 briefcases. Or maybe we can go, if you want to keep it even, let's go 16, and then we'll put that 8. And let's copy another one. Let's just keep doing this. Add as many of these in here as you want. Let's do this BMP. This is a UN one. I think that is that gray. I think that might be a gray colored one. Okay, long as these are unique. Let's put this at 14. I don't know how powerful this is compared to that, but we'll make it 14. Make that 7. Buy for 14, sell for 7. Okay, and you can add as many of these as you want. I'm just going to do these 4 for right now, just for the demo. But you can keep adding these. Adjust your prices. Just keep putting these class names in there. Just keep copying and pasting this shit. I'm just going to have this, though. Okay, so now, this is category 700. Let's save this. And you can see it's already selecting category. Yeah, see it's already putting it where it needs to be. And I'm going to call this, this is Bandit. Yeah, Bandit Tanks. Is there no space there? Don't have any space. Tanks.hpp. Save it. Okay, so you now see I got the syntax in here. And that's done. So we want to have a duplicate. We want to sell these at Hero as well. So what I'm going to do here is make a new file, new, and I'm going to call this, you could have, your own individual list in there like I said before, but I'm going to call this class 701. Remember, you got to check to see that, is 701 being used? No, it's not. So we can use 701. Remember, you got to have a bracket there and semicolon. Hit enter a couple times. And we're going to do this duplicate shit. So go down to one of these that's a duplicate. Let's go to Hero Trucks, I think. Okay, so we need this. Tab over one. Duplicate. This is going to be a duplicate of 700. And we're going to save this as Hero Tanks.hpp into this same folder. Okay, so now you have a duplicate of that 700 class. Okay, so we got tanks and we got bandit, helicopters. We flesh this out. And this is how you do any of these categories. Go in here and find, if you want tool belt items. Well, I'm missing this or I'm missing that. Well, just put it in here. If you find something that's in game and you want it in your traders, like I want, let's see, I want to add hemp to my medical supplies. So find friendly medical supplies. Where the hell is that? Right here. Okay, so I want to add hemp. So you can add hemp in here, or again, like I showed you how to add a new class. You could, instead of, I want to have a new class, but I got to check to see if, can I use 542? So go here and go 542, find next. Oh, there's been 50, where's this? Oh, it's already being used. There's 542, 541, 543. How about 544? Is that being used? Nope, nobody's using 544. So I'm going to make a new class. I'm going to go like this. Down at the bottom. I need a opening bracket, closing bracket, and that. Semicolon. Hit a couple there, and you're going to grab this. And I'm just using that as a template, so I'll put that in there. And then I'm going to change this to item hemp, I think it is. Something like that. But, you know, it can't be silver. It's got to be more expensive than that. I'm going to use 10-ounce gold, maybe. So let's go into one of these other ones. Let's go to assault rifle. No, let's go to, where's the hero weapons? Is that a duplicate? That's a fucking duplicate. Let's go to bandit weapons. Item gold bar 10 ounce. Okay, so let's just copy this whole shebang here. This is one. Okay, so that's the exact price I want. Let's just use that. There's item gold bar right there. Let's actually just use this whole thing. Fuck it. We'll okay. Buy, sell. So paste that over. So I just overwrote that. I'm gonna sell. Is it item? No, it's item kilo hemp. Okay, I've been playing this game a long time and configuring these traders, so it's item kilo hemp. Okay. So I'm gonna allow players to buy it for 10-ounce gold, and then sell it for 5 gold bars. That seems fair, right? So there is your new category for medical supplies. And you could do a new one like I did, you know, with the HPP thing. That's cool. But it's easier just to do it like this. So let me save that. And then, now that I've added this new category for medical supplies, I need to go into my traders. And I need to, okay, so here's my, there's 3 of them, I believe. Medical supplies, I think there's 3 of them. But what I need to do is I need to add that category in here. So I want these medical supplies people to sell hemp. So I'm just going to use this as a template. I'm going to, you know, put it right behind. You see all these have commas in there. So comma, paste that. That's just a smoke grenades thing. And I'm going to change this to medicinal. If I can spell that right. Is it medical marijuana? Is that how you spell marijuana? I think medical marijuana, and that was category. What did I say? 544. Yeah, we checked 544 wasn't being used, so we're gonna use 544. So there you go. That's how you add it to the traders. That will show up on this medical, this Dr. Annie skin that's in the traders. Medical marijuana. Just be careful your formatting here. Last one doesn't have a comma. Did I save this? Nope, I changed that to a 4. There's your category 544. Okay, so yeah, let's make sure Control F 544. See, it says one occurrence. So that's unique. So now I want to have all of my medical traders sell this medical marijuana or hemp. That's just a cheeky name. You can call this whatever you want. You could change this to hemp, you know, ganja, whatever the, you know, wacky tobacco, whatever you want to call it. But see, there's one medical supplies, but there's 3 of them. You know, Bash, Starry, and Clan all have a medical supplies, and they use a unique skin for their traders. So let's find the other ones. There's another medical supplies, Dr. Halatic. I'm going to add that to his category so it shows up. There's another one. I know there's another one. What's this one? That's the one we just did. Let's keep looking here. I know there's 3 of them. So, some of these have simplified. You can always, you know, medical That's duct. Okay, we did that one. Medical supplies 2. We did that one. Should be a third. There it is, right below it. Duh, I'm blind. So I want to add it here too. So all 3 medical traders will now sell this medical marijuana or hemp or whatever you want to call it. Let's go ahead and save that. Okay, now you have to add this bandit tanks, which is category 700. Or, you know, bandit and hero tanks. Let's close all of this shit because I don't need it. We need to find hero and bandit. So hero vendor, right here, there's helicopter armed, military armed, trucks, weapons. Let's do it right before helicopter armed. So let's just copy this and use it as a template. Control C. Click in here, Control V. Make sure you have commas in between. Watch your formatting. Yep. Tanks. And that was, remember in the hero tanks are category 701, duplicate of 700. So we're going to go 701 like that. Okay. And let's see. Yep, that looks good. Now we need to find bandit trader. Here's bandit trader. Same thing here. I'm going to copy this. Whoops. Use it as a template. Click in here. Paste. Make sure you got a comma there in between. We'll also call this one just tanks. Tanks. And that was category 700, remember? Bandit, tanks, 700. Okay. So there you go. Added that category to the bandit trader. I don't want this video to go too long, so I'm not going to show you how to change the skin names, but you can actually do that. I've got... you can change the skin names, but you also have to change where they're spawned in the on the server side. So I'm not going to go over that right now. It takes too long. So that's how you add custom stuff to your traders right there. We're not done yet though. We need to go into, remember we added bandit tanks and we added hero tanks.hpp. So we have to add that in here. Config server traders.hpp. This is a list of those files in there. So remember, let's get this list open, okay, so we can see it. And we added bandit tanks. So I like to, you know, these are all in order, you know, straight down. So let's just keep the order. Bandit military armed. Bandit military armed. It's right there. So just copy that line, right? Go to the end, enter, paste, and we need to change this to what it says here. Bandit tanks. Okay, we just added that, and now it will include that config in trader category. Okay, and we need to do that to hero tanks as well. So find hero, okay, and it's right below military armed. So copy military armed. Click on the end, hit enter, paste. And let's change it. Tanks. Type it in exactly as it shows. There's a capital T there. Okay, save that. Those are the only two we added. You know, we did make an edit to that medical one, but that was an existing one. It's already being compiled, so we don't have to do anything there. And we should be good there. Let's close that. I need to repack this PBO. delete that. Okay. I don't think that was the Epoch server. I don't think I have well, this is the, let's get rid of that. Epoch server. I don't think I have Infostar in here. I don't. Let me add that because it makes it a lot easier to, what did I do with my Infostar tools? Oh, they're in the, I put them in this DayZ stuff folder. Yeah, right there. So open that. Wait, what am I doing? Right here, Infostar. So I need to copy this over to my server PBO. And then I need to go into init, server functions. Oh hell, what's the instructions say? Whoop. There's a line you gotta add in here. Okay, so let me add this. Where is it? Right here. But this doesn't freaking work, by the way. Maybe some people get it to work, but I didn't. So at the very bottom of server functions, I'm gonna put the whole PBO prefix in there though. This does not work for me, this short one. So there, I need the whole PBO prefix. Okay, good. Save that. Close it. And then we need to repack the server PBO. And you know, I don't have the BattleEye shit in here either. No, let me add that. I was working on Nox's admin tools, so I had no BattleEye filters. Let me go back in here and add them. File Explorer. BattleEye filters. Epoch. Okay. Let me grab this one. This is the original ones. This is not part of the install video, by the way. I'm just doing this to, or part of the tutorial. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's paste it. There we go. Now I want to overwrite. So grab all these. Copy here. Replace. Done. So I've got this packed up. I've got my, that's packed up. Okay. I need to turn on my database, my SQL database, and I need to start this server. Let's take a look at it in game. How long has this video been going? Almost an hour? Shit. I'm thorough, but damn, I'm long-winded. So let's go into, turn down the volume. That's going to show you, you know, that's, the tutorial's over. I showed you what's in there. Actually the tutorial's not over because I need to verify that those, when I fire those guns, the Infostar is going to probably kick, the BattleEye filters is going to kick me. BattleEye will kick me. Where am I at? Northwest Airfield. Okay, so let's turn on the shit. Said shield. Yeah. So let's go to Star. Well, you can go to any trader. Let's go to Bash. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold on. I forgot to turn off the friggin' existing anti-hack. Fucking hell. I always forget this. Turn off the server. That's why these tutorials go long, is because I keep forgetting shit. You need, if you're gonna install a third-party anti-hack, you got to turn off the one that's built in here. So here, 0, 0. That's turned off now. Delete this shit. Pack this up. Delete that and restart server. There's an anti-teleport built into the anti-hack that's on Epoch, so it prevents you from using the one that's in Infostar. Okay. Okay, now let's teleport over here. There we go. And our medical supplies guy is what we want to look at. He's got the medical marijuana. Teleporting, sometimes it takes a while for the game to catch up to refresh your character data. There it is, medical marijuana. See it? And there's your kilo of hemp. You can buy it for 1 10-ounce gold and sell it for 5 gold. Success. Let's go to what's my humanity? My humanity is not even close. We can go to Bandit or Hero. They have the same shit. Remember, Hero is just a duplicate of Bandit. So if it was in Bandit, it should be in Hero. Yep. So let me. This trader won't talk to me. Remember, I showed you that. I have to have 5,000 humanity. Let's use Infostar to give myself some humanity. Specific target menu give. Now I have 5,000. Now he should talk to me. Okay, there we go. Trader menu. Okay, so here we see tanks. So I can buy these tanks for 20 briefs. This one is 20 briefs. What's this one? 16 briefs. That one's 14 briefs. But they're in there, you see? Armed helicopters. Here you got all these ones right here. Right? Yeah, and you see 3 briefcases is 30 10-ounce golds. You can sell this for 15 10-ounce golds. You can do this. You don't have to go in multiples of 10. Let me give myself, I don't have any money, so I gotta spawn in some buildings. I like to use buildings because it makes this menu bigger, and then you go to magazines and spawn in a shitload of briefcases. 3. That should be a shitload. So put some all in your gear, but you can put this in your gear. So where am I seeing 20 briefs? Did it put it in my backpack? It put 20 briefcases in my backpack. Oh, okay. Alright. So let's buy one of these armed helicopters. Let's buy this one. Trade successful. You paid 2 rubies and 1 briefcase. Okay, so rubies are equal to some amount of briefcases. I don't remember what exactly, but it does the conversions for you. So here we got our AH-60D unlocked. Our unlock option. It gave us a key, I believe. Can't access gear in a locked vehicle. Trader gives us a key and makes the vehicle locked. Let's get in here and try to fire this weapon and see what happens. Let me get in as pilot. Well, let me get in as gunner. And I have M230s and Hellfires. Okay. There's the M230. Let's see Hellfire. And I got kicked. See that? Okay, so the BattleEye filters by default kick you for this shit. So here's what you gotta do. You gotta go in and add exceptions. And you have to do this with all of these damn vehicles, by the way. Unless you want to turn your BattleEye filters off or whatever, you can do that shit too. But that's not very safe. So go into BattleEye. And that was a create vehicle, right? So go into create vehicle log. And this is the same with the, whether you're using Infostar or you're using the default ones that are, you know, in here that you would pull over. You want to be in this config folder. This is a config folder. Instance 11 Shinars. In the BattleEye folder. And let's go to create vehicle log. So create vehicle log. You see that I got one entry in there. And it kicked me for this shit. So it said create vehicle number 0. And it kicked me for this. Hellfire AT. So let me show you another link here. I'm going to Arm 2. Weapons. Okay, I have a list of weapons here. And I just Googled that, you know, Arma 2 weapon classes. Down here, this is all the, you know, handheld weapons. And then you have guerrilla. Well, these are all, you know. Here you have vehicle weapons. Okay, so we are in what is it, an AH-64? Okay, so AH-64D, right? This has Hydras on it. And it has, what, side, okay, I don't know if Sidewinder's listed. Let's find, what was it, Hellfire? It was called Hellfire. Okay, so let's, down here. Yeah, Hellfire launcher. Okay, here we go. M Hellfire AT. So see, there's 3 different vehicles that have that, I guess. Some of them probably have, you know, I don't know if this is completely populated here. But you see all these weapons. These are all weapons that are on here. You could, if you wanted to, like A10 has this Hydra, you could add those exceptions without getting kicked by BattleEye because it gives you the weapon class here. Or vehicle class. This is called a vehicle. It's a missile. They call it a vehicle. It's not a bullet. So right here is what I got kicked for. So I have to add this exception. So I'm going to show you how to do this. And if you want, you can grab the other ones out of this list and do them automatically and just add all these exceptions, or, you know, just get kicked every time, you know. So we did create vehicle log, and we're just going to copy here from quote to quote. And it says number 0. So let me show you. We need to go into create vehicle.txt. And BattleEye starts counting at 2. Okay, there is no line 0, and 1 doesn't have shit. It starts counting. This is number 0 according to BattleEye. It starts counting at 2. So whatever number you got, create vehicle restriction 10. That's actually 12. So what I'm going to do to add this exception is I'm going to click in here, right? Line number 2. I'm going to hit end. Okay, now look at the format here. Okay, I'm going to do a space. You know, just that you don't have to have a space, but look at here. Exclamation point, equal sign, and then paste that. See how it's the same as this? Quote to quote. This is all you're going to do to add exceptions for these weapons. I don't know if they're probably all on this list. See, I got grenades from the Pook there. These are from the Mozzie. I'm just adding an exception for that Hellfire missile from that thing. So there, I've added it. I've saved it. I've added it. Now I'm going to restart the server. And we'll try to fire that rocket again. This should still be here. It didn't delete the vehicle. It just kicked me off the server. You know, if it was a create vehicle restriction, it would delete the vehicle. But I don't think the BattleEye filters kick you for creating the vehicle itself, just for firing the weapons. Okay, I'm unconscious, motherfucker. Where am I? Okay, let me go God mode. Okay, so am I okay? Where the hell am I? Why did it kick me over here? Hero Trader's up here. Wow. Never seen it do that before. Thanks, BattleEye. Anyways, there's our vehicle. And let's... Well, I gotta get the gunner's seat. And I can fire that. Okay, now let's see if I can fire that. Yep, we're good. That's how you add an exception for that. And so pilot seat. See, they've got Hydras. This is gonna kick me too. What else is there? I can go to manual fire, I guess. And now I've got the Hellfires. Maybe I can fire that. Turn manual fire off. Cancel manual fire. Why? It's gonna kick me. See? Create vehicle restriction 0. So you got to go in here and add this Hydra. Turn the server off and go to here again. I'm not going to do it for you. I'm just going to show you. In the BattleEye instance folder, BattleEye, go to create vehicle log because it said create vehicle restriction 0. There it is. There's the Hydra. Like I showed you in that file or in that link. Where is it? There's the Hydra right there. rhydra_he. So you can use this list of stuff if you want to add exceptions without getting kicked every time, right? So there it is. You just add this the same way I added that Hellfire missile. Close that. Go into here. Create vehicle.txt. Go to the very hit N and space. I'm gonna give myself a space. Exclamation point, equal sign, paste it in there, done. Now it won't kick you for that. That's all you do. That's really it for this tutorial. I've been going for a long time, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this right now. I'll probably pick up I'm gonna show you how to add the vehicles to the dynamic spawner in the next video, but that's really it for now, you guys. Have a good one.